skill to it. I used to drive my own desk and everything in the early days. Yeah, see? I was doing all the buttons and talking and playing records. I mean, I was talking, which is just a lot easier, isn't it? But I was talking and playing records, not at the same time. In between, I was talking in between the records. You know how it works. Good. Where are you watching this? No. The Smiths, what a band, yeah. Also, some people are annoyed when you play the Smiths because they don't like Morrissey anymore. But it's irrelevant to me what he says now or what his politics are. Great band. Agree or disagree? I don't care. Right, we've got some questions. I've got loads of questions. People were waiting for this. When I say people, I mean pets, mainly. My demographic is mainly pets and strange people. Strange. It's you I'm talking about. I know some of you are normal, but yeah. Right. I did a tweet the other day about like why do Hollywood stars, not just Hollywood stars, but some musicians, just some famous people, but particularly actors. When you see an actor, right, and they're like weird in an interview, or they're just like, right, and they can't hide it, right? I want to go, but you're a good actor. Just act normal. Just all your life, pretend to be normal. But no one listens to me. Right, got some questions. Daniel, what was your first reaction when you read about the Oscars? I was annoyed. I was really annoyed. Loads of. Well, first of all, I woke up on the Monday morning, and I got texts from American friends going, "Oh, poor Chris." I was going, "Who's Chris?" Right? And then I saw, oh, fucking hell, yeah. I mean, that's the main thing. I don't know why. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't know what's going on in his life. I don't know why he did it. No one knows why he did it. He's got issues. I mean, it was double shocking that it happened at the Oscars with everyone in tuxedos. I mean, of course you see that thing in bars on a Saturday night, but not the most privileged people on the planet each other. Also, the main thing for me was totally unnecessary. There is no justification. That annoyed me when people were saying, "Oh, he deserved it. You shouldn't tell jokes about people." And the one that I blocked someone the other day for saying, "No, words are too." No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Anyone who tries to say that any freedom of speech justifies, that's what fucking leads to. And honestly, don't get me started on that. But the main thing about it was, whatever his justification, whether you think he deserved it, whether you think words of violence, any of that is, Chris Rock weighs about 140 pounds. He's the most gentle man, so that was my thoughts. But I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I tried to avoid it. I couldn't. And I had like a warm-up gig the next night. And you can't go out there and not address it initially when it's a big thing like that, because people are going, what's he going to say about it? So I just went out and straight away said, I got no Will Smith material. And they laughed out of recognition. And I said, I trended on Twitter that day. I trended. I wasn't even there. Nothing to do with me. Because people are saying, what would Ricky Gervais have said? What would have happened to Ricky Gervais? Well, nothing. And I said this live. I said, nothing would happen to me because I wouldn't have told a joke about his wife's hair. I'd have told a joke about her boyfriend. And that was the joke. But someone from the press was in, and then that got put in the press. So I trended again. So I try and keep my mouth shut unless it's work, like a gig. And you don't expect the press. This is another thing, right? So I'm doing warm-up nights. Not even warm-ups, they're new material. I'm saying things for the first time. And press are in. And they tell the jokes. Don't fucking give away the jokes. Say you liked it or you hated it. Say it was brilliant or it was shit. Say everyone laughed or they gasped. But don't tell the fucking jokes. What? Why would you do that? You don't do it with films, do you? Don't give away the fucking jokes. Oh. Because I've got to start again. I've got to fucking come up with new jokes. Oh, God. But no, you don't hit someone over a joke, right? However bad it is, and it wasn't bad. That was like the tamest joke I would have ever have told. Jesus. And all these people saying, no, it was joking about... Someone said it was joking about her disability. Well, I'm going a bit thin, so I'm disabled. That means I can park right up next to Tesco's now. And I'm fat. That's a disease, isn't it? I'm fat and balding. I am. I should get fucking benefit. Oh, so that was my first thought, Daniel. Thanks for your question. Leopold and Loveday. Some animals disappear when their death is near. What? Oh, do you mean they go away and... Yeah. And they can sometimes detect another is dying. Do you think other animals have a sense of their own mortality or ageing like humans? I don't know. Well, they know they don't feel well. They know they don't feel like eating. They know, but I don't think they think, oh, I'm going the same way as old Harry who got hit by a Renault. I don't even think chimps think of their imminent demise. I could be wrong. I mean, they're aware of they know what death is, and they grieve and mourn and all that. But I don't know if they think, oh, what happens when I die? I could be wrong. I know there's animal psychiatrists out there. Not are they aware of death or understand what that is, right? But are chimps aware of their imminent non-existence? I don't think. I think that's a very sophisticated thought. Could be wrong. Lindsay. Twice as intelligent but live half as long, or live twice as long but you're half as intelligent? Half as intelligent. I don't know what that would feel like though. I don't know what scale it's on and what being I don't know what being half as intelligent is. Do you know what I mean? It could be like, it could feel like I'm a spud. How intelligent am I? And what is half? Because it's not this IQ scale, is it? That wouldn't be, because that's an arbitrary. I mean, what is intelligence? There's lots of different. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I could risk. But then, would I care if I was half as intelligent? And would I be happy? I could live longer, but I wouldn't. It's awareness, isn't it? Life is awareness. That's the joy of life, understanding. Even though you understand that the tragedy and I think, oh my God. If I was still a bit bright and could enjoy life and do normal things, would I know that I was half as intelligent, or wouldn't I be that clever? Because that's the good thing about being stupid, isn't it? You don't know you're stupid. I'm torn. That's a great question, Lindsay. I'm torn. My instinct is to, because I don't know how long I'm going to live either. It's too late now, though, isn't it? Because I can't live half as long as I would have now, because I'd be dead. Because there was no way I was going to live to 120. So if I choose twice intelligent, I just go, oh, I understand. Dead. Right? So that would be, I've got to choose half as intelligent now, haven't I? And live twice as long as I would have. So I'll be 180 and thick, right? Just going around going, I can, It's a good question in a stupid fucking way. Tricky that, isn't it? I'll give that to Sam Harris. Oh, you can get all three, now they've been up a while, you can get all three series of Absolutely Mental for $25. 31 episodes? That's value for money, isn't it? About $1 each. All that. It's like this, but smart, and you learn something, and there's two of us. And it's longer. And I still ask him some of these stupid fucking questions. What? You should have bought it anyway. I'm talking to you people. You've had this for free. You should buy it. You should buy Absolutely Mental. Just to feel good about yourself and not feel guilty about exploiting me. And as we know, I'm fat and bald, so technically disabled. That'll come back and haunt me. That won't. Still death, isn't there? Whatever happens, however bad things are, there's always death. So, that's how I look at it. It's quite comforting. Honestly, that sounds flippant, but it is quite comforting. When you stress about something, a tiny thing, and you go, oh yeah, well, when I'm dead, this won't matter. And you go, oh yeah, it doesn't matter now. Not great advice. Keena. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's a question, should I do live bollocks? Yeah. So, her question is, what do you enjoy most about creating a stand-up show? Well, creatively, ideas are the most exciting thing. That's when you get the adrenaline rush. Then you work out how to do them. And I love it all. I love every part of it. Right up to winning an award, right? I love every part of it, the creative process. But there's nothing as exciting. The only time I get an adrenaline rush is the initial idea, if you know what I mean. So it's that, coming up with new ideas. I love that. I'm loving the warm-up nights, the new material nights, because there's no pressure. You go further comedically. You can do anything because the audience know they're seeing things that might not make it. So it's not that you've gone out and go, it's finished, isn't this brilliant? And they go, oh, it's not that good. So, I try and lower their expectations, and they've got in cheaper. And it makes it, in a way, it's more enjoyable than the real thing. Because it's a small venue. I'm doing it with my chums and winding each other up. It's a really hot ticket, because there's so few seats. And it's just so much fun. I could do without the press being in, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Trying to create art. It's like they're putting their head round and looking at Michelangelo doing the Sistine Chapel going, you've missed a bit. I haven't fucking finished yet. I haven't finished. Don't tell people what I'm painting. Just say it was good. That's my analogy. My stand-up is like the Sistine Chapel, but better. So, can you please play the guitar behind you? It's always there, but it's such a tease because you hardly ever play it. Please. Maybe I'm trying to talk and I'm sounding really inarticulate. I can't read because my eyesight's going, right? Maybe I have just become half as intelligent. Maybe that first question was like the Twilight Zone, that I chose that, and so now this is the result. Because reading that, fuck me, I sounded thick. But it's my eyesight. Play something, anything you like. Okay, right. Oh, God. Sold my shack in Memphis, bought me a Chevrolet, 6-string in the back and a bottle of Jack, and I headed down to Mexico way, singing ooh la la la, ooh la 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 lay, ooh la 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 la, it's a beautiful day. Sound better if the guitar was in tune, but it was sprung upon me. I had no way of preparing for that. I think that's my favourite Brent song now, because it's like a real song. If you ignore the daft lyrics, it is like a. I mean, they all are. If you ignore the daft lyrics, they're all like real songs. But that's a cracking tune. Still available. iTunes. Life on the Road. Life on the Road's gone on to Disney Plus. Now I don't know how. Did they buy it? Did someone sell it? Do I make any money? I just saw people going, Life on the Road's on Disney Plus. I went, oh, is it? I thought it was exclusive to Netflix. Should I be getting a little bit of... How does it work? Is it subscription only? They must have bought it. What's going on? I'm being exploited because I've got the terrible disease of thinning hair. Rachel, do you have anything signed from someone you revered, and if so, what? Yeah. Three things spring to mind. I haven't really got autographs. I've never collected things like that. But I've got a signed Muhammad Ali glove. He sent me a letter when I did celebrity boxing, which is pretty amazing. I got that framed. Got that framed straight away with a little glove hanging by it. So that's, that's pretty amazing, I think. A signed glove to me and a little letter, that's probably the biggest. I've got, David Bowie. When I did, played Madison Square Garden, he introduced me and he did that little thing, a harmonica. Mm-hmm. Chubby Hill did that song, and then he signed it and gave it to me. So I've got a signed harmonica from David Bowie, a signed glove from Muhammad Ali, and... But this doesn't really count because I've got Christopher Guest, who's a friend, gave me the guitar he played in Spinal Tap. Didn't sign it because it was a gift, but that might be one of the greatest gifts I've ever. So those are pretty prized possessions. They're pretty good, aren't they? That is fucking amazing, actually. I've never thought about that before. 3 sort of heroes in 3 completely different... Like, if you look at sport, music and comedy, I mean, that's a hell of a trio, isn't it? Yeah. Gunnar. Oh, happy birthday, Gunnar. Do you ever get empathy burnout or compassion fatigue? I feel you take a lot on personally. Do you mean like that can mean? I think I know what you. Do you mean like how helping charities and that, and sometimes you go, oh my God. If you mean, yeah, sometimes I go through Twitter and animal cruelty makes me go, oh God, really? Like I see things, like, oh, for fuck's sake. And you try and do it all, and then you sort of feel, oh, this is pointless. It's a drop in the ocean. I mean, when you think about how many, there's a point to make as well. People say, oh, he only cares about dogs. That's just not true. I do loads of things I care about all animals. And I don't think we know anything, but obviously the biggest one is the factory farming. I think I've told you this before. Of the animals on land, I think something like 4% are wild. We're like 35%, and the rest of animals that are bred for us to eat. And so with that, you have to cut down complete jungles and forests to graze, apart from the cruelty of keeping an animal to just eat it. That is the big, thing that's destroying the planet. And then also, I think we like a day, but like 2 or 3 billion sea creatures, and most of those are like ground up to make pellets for cows. So we've turned cows into the biggest sea predator in existence. It's mad. We are just fucking everything. But yeah, apart from that, the individual ones sometimes get me. If I see someone just, this type of thing you see on fucking Twitter, animal cruelty. Yeah, I wanna punch him in the face. Although I never lose the empathy for the animal, obviously, but I guess I do lose a little bit of empathy and forgiveness for animal cruelty, and you can't help that. If I thought about it, I probably wouldn't him in the face if I was in a tuxedo. Well, I think I got through that without mentioning it, didn't I? Well, thank you, everyone. That's all we've got time for. So, buy Absolutely Mental, if you want. Watch Life on the Road on Disney Plus. I haven't got it, but I'm vlogging stuff. I don't even know where you can get it, or what else? What else can I vlog? Thanks for watching Afterlife. It's crazy. It's absolutely mental. Just all the lovely tweets still flooding in. People still starting it and finishing it and starting again. Because of that, people have gone back and discovered Derek and humanity. So, Afterlife, Derek, humanity, Life on the Road on Disney Plus. Why am I plugging that? I shouldn't be plugging that, should I? Absolutely Mental. At absolutelymental.com. That's mine. I'll find out. Sam Harris has just given that to Disney Plus or Tesco's. Walmart's. Good. Well, I've run out of shit to say, haven't I, really? So, thank you very much. Be kind to animals. Happy birthday, Gunnar. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.
First of all, I had so much fun. It's a blessing to be able to know him. And Michael's like a king. He was like a modern day king. And we did a lot of fun stuff. I used to just, I couldn't wait to hang out with him when we had the chance to. But we would do stuff like go to the movies. And Michael was so famous, he had to disguise himself. And we would come downstairs. I'd be like, "Where's Michael?" And Michael would be covered up like, "I'm over here, Chris. I'm here, Chris." I said, "Michael, that's you?" "Yeah, Chris." I thought we was going to the movies. You're not even dressed. "I am dressed, Chris." I just can't go in the movies. We got to disguise it a little bit. I said, okay. So we go in the movies, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm trying to be secret too. You know, I'm hiding myself. Then Michael laughing louder than anybody. Everybody know Michael's laughing.
Right.
He's like, hee. I was like, Michael, shut up. They're going to find you in here. It's going to be a riot.
Have you ever worn a disguise in public so you were not recognised? I've thought about it. In fact, I quite like the idea of it, right? Having to wear a mask and sunglasses. I always wear sunglasses anyway, and a baseball cap, right? I thought the mask would be amazing. I'll be anonymous. I walk down the street and people are going, "Hi, Ricky." So, I don't know, is my nose a giveaway? Is that big, blobby, calmer? I know the mask would have been there, wouldn't it? I had sunglasses on. They must know. Oh, there's a bloke here walking like a chimp as Ricky. How do you do it? He's got chimp ability. I'm trying to get chimp ability. To walk with to be cheeky, and laugh like a chimp, out and walk, have short legs. He's got chimp ability. Oh dear.
We did one time. We went to a mall. We was out. Michael wanted to go to the record store or something, and he forgot he was famous. He was like, "I gotta go to the mall. Go to the mall." And we finally said, "Michael, you can't go in the mall, man. You forgot who you are." He said, "Well, let's go." And it was only thing was in the car was a Spider-Man mask. So Michael said, "I'll put this on. We'll go in and we get." I said, "Michael, you can't do that. Spider-Man ain't gonna just be walking through the mall. Ain't nobody. They gonna know it's you, Michael." He's like, "No, he won't. Chris, it'll work. It'll work." We go in the mall, and he was getting away with it until people figured it out because I was with him, and he was like, "Chris, is that Michael Jackson? That Spider-Man mask, man?" No, that's Spider-Man. That's Michael Jackson. All of a sudden, the mall went crazy, and they had to scoot us out. You should have seen it. It was
my God.
It was great. We had a lot of fun, though. He was great.
The only time I've thought about being in disguise, I think, is probably at something like a concert where it's a lot of public and there's drinking and you've got to be in the... So I don't worry about it at the theatre because you can get a box or away from... In a restaurant, people don't bother you. Walking around, people don't bother you. But at an Iggy Pop concert, when you're in the crowd, that's when I wish big beard. Or just someone else. Just Michael Jackson mask. People going, short fat Michael Jackson at this concert. But I've never done it, no. I also think if that people recognise you as a guy, they go, "How fucking mental is that? That's Ricky Gervais in a disguise. What? Why is he undercover? Why is he?" But yeah, sometimes you walk into a shop to buy pants and you wish, I wish I'd have to have a conversation about pants. But it's no big deal.
Hello, my name is Thomas Crooks, and it has always been my passion to create and build things of my own. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and my academic goals, my passion for building things, my love of cooking with my family, and lastly, what I hope to achieve in this course.
Why did that guy try to kill Trump and almost succeeded? Why did he do that?
Well, I'd like to know that.
Well, yeah, but
that one's crazy. You know the whole deal with that guy's house, professionally scrubbed, no footprint on the internet, no social media footprint.
Consciousness is a byproduct of the function of the brain, isn't it? A brain is basically a physical computer, right? That we've evolved intelligence to problem solve. That's why you've got a brain, apart from keeping everything sort of going, is to solve problems, isn't it? It's to find food and mate and all that sort of stuff. So we're just a computer, and consciousness is an upshot. It's called an epiphenomenon. So suddenly with this amazing computer where it's just meant to solve problems, we can suddenly introspect and have worries and have anxieties. And part of that that's evolved is a sense of humour, presumably to get us over stuff, to see things in a different way and, understand
why did that guy try to kill Trump and almost succeeded? Why did he do that?
Well, I'd like to know that.
Well, yeah, but
That one's crazy. You know the whole deal with that guy's house, professionally scrubbed, no footprint on the internet, no social media footprint.
yeah, there's 0% chance that he has no social media footprint.
We don't know anything, right? And
Yeah.
everyone stopped asking questions, and
Yeah.
there was never a formal report. There was never press conferences where they detailed all the information that we know currently and where the investigation stands at the moment. What we know is you have a very young kid who was filmed, they knew he was there with a rangefinder a half an hour before the event. You also know that CNN streamed it live, which I do not believe they did for any other rally, and certainly not for a rally that's in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. Like, there's a lot of weird shit. The fact that they wouldn't let people be on that roof because the Secret Service lady said it was sloped and it was dangerous. That's what she'd want to have. Meanwhile, the snipers that were on the other roof was a steeper pitch. It made no fucking sense.
I totally agree. It makes no sense. In fact, I went back to Butler with President Trump, before the election, sort of like the Return to Butler rally. And I was on that stage, and I'm looking at that roof, and I'm like, if I was a sniper, my pole position, my number one spot would be that roof.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the best seat in the house.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not?
No, it's so obvious.
It's the best seat in the house.
And
like, if you want to be a sniper, there isn't a better position.
It was pretty obvious that the idea was, like, if we're saying that this is a coordinated assassination attempt, and it very well could have been, that's what you would do. You'd have someone go up there, he shoots the president, you shoot him, you got Lee Harvey Oswald all over again.
JFK
It's over.
repeat.
It's all wrapped up nice and clean. They assassinated him. We never heard a peep about it. We don't have any idea. They would concoct some sort of story. He was radicalized by this or that, or, he was on medication. Who knows?
Right.
And now, you have a completely different presidential election. You have a murder on live television.
Power, isn't it? It's good to have a sense of humour. It's good to have people with a sense of humour in society. So it's sort of a way. It's sort of like, I heard one theory once that chimps sort of groom each other. That makes them feel better, makes them feel safe. And then when tribes and society got big, you couldn't do that individually. So you had doing it with language. And I think comedy is a part of that. A group of people getting together, laughing, the world's okay. Same growing up. If you're having a laugh, if people's taking a piss, things couldn't be that bad. Whatever you had, if you had a problem, a mate would take the piss, it must be all right. It's when they stopped taking the piss that you knew you probably had an hour to live. And even then you go, oh, they've only got an hour to live, I better keep taking the piss so they don't know they're dying. So you just keep taking the piss right to the way they die. And even when they slip into a coma, still draw a cock on their face. Oh.
Random passersby were pointing out that there's a guy on the roof.
With a fucking gun.
With a gun, yes.
Yeah, it's not like he was so far away you couldn't tell he had a gun. People saw him.
Yeah.
The whole thing's completely insane.
Yeah.
And you don't hear a goddamn thing about it. It's like, I'm almost more interested in that. No, I am more interested in that than I am the JFK files.
I agree.
Because I feel like with the JFK files, it's so long ago.
Yeah, it's water
everyone's
under the
dead.
bridge.
Who's going to know?
Right.
If you could prove now, and did you see that there was some sort of, there was some indications that there was a phone that had been traveling from outside the FBI offices in D.C. to
I saw that.
where this kid lived.
Right.
Multiple times.
I mean, I don't know there's anyone you could choose to have a head in a jar for eternity that after, I was going to say after the first 1,000 years, but I mean, they'd be annoyed with me after the first 30 seconds. They'd be regretting their decision straight away. So I'm just a head in a jar and I can talk somehow. Oh, fuck me, it'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Oh, no one. I mean, I know that would be bad, being a head in a fucking jar. I mean, again, It would wear off, wouldn't it? There's a limit to how much fun you can have. That's a fucking head in a jar. Oh. Someone who wouldn't drive me mad. Probably someone quiet. If I wanted to talk, I'd talk. They could just nod. They can't even nod. They're a head in a jar. They can do that. Someone with eyebrows. Otherwise you wouldn't know whether they're listening or not, would you? Fucking hell. Sufjan Stevens. The only thing. I used that as the last song on series 2 of Afterlife. Beautiful. How are you? Exciting times. In America and for the rest of the world, I think. Which is a good thing, of course. Where are you watching this from? Stressed? Upset? It's not over yet. What are you upset about? I don't know whose side you're on. Going slightly mad. Crazy in the US. Forget the election. Forget all natural disasters. Forget that we're a dying species on a dying planet, circling a dying sun. Let's get to the important stuff.
They kept telling you that Kamala was the candidate for women, but most women voted Trump, and overwhelmingly so in the case of white women. They kept telling you that women in America cared more about abortion than they did about the price of milk and eggs and housing and gasoline. They really believed that. But women in America need eggs and milk more often than they need an abortion. This rabid preoccupation with liberal nostrums, with a dogma more dogmatic than any of the Holy Roman Catholic and Apostolic Church. The dogma of liberalism is what has done them. They don't understand that the vast majority of people out there in America, in Europe, all over the Western world, the vast majority of people don't give a toss about all that. They're interested in their lives. It's the economy, stupid. It's the culture, stupid. It's the sense of being secure and part of your own country and not despised and reviled by the people who rule you. Kamala Harris, like Hillary Clinton before her, showed it all over again and again and again. This was, above all, a revolt of the American working class. One of the great gains of this campaign is the abandonment of this ludicrous term, middle class, to describe blue-collar union labor in the United States of America. Suddenly everyone is talking about the working class in America. It is the working class in America, of all colors, that has been peniorized, has been anathematized, slandered and smeared as ignorant, as illiterate, as lacking in the social graces, as garbage, as deplorables. It's the working class what done it for Donald Trump, and he better not disappoint them. If Donald Trump picks the monsters from the swamp like he did last time and puts them in charge of vital areas of America's national life, his administration will fail. If he genuinely puts America first, he will succeed. He will make America great again. I say this with all love to the American people. Stay home and fix house. Get your soldiers out of Syria. Get your soldiers out of Iraq. Get your material, men, money, and diplomatic support out of Ukraine. Get out from under the mass murderer Benjamin Netanyahu. Go home, America. I say it with love. Go home, America. Yankee, go home and fix your own country. Fix your roads. Fix your bridges. Fix your railways. Fix your housing stock. Fix the living standards of your own people. Fix the racial and other divides amongst your countrymen and women. Heal yourselves, physician, before seeking to heal the rest of us. We love you, but we don't need you. We don't want to be you. We won't agree to be ruled by you. And that's in your interest to heed this call. Heaven knows God blessed America. Heaven knows from sea to shining sea, you have been blessed with everything that nature can bestow. Use it. Use it for good, for the good of your own people. First and foremost. Put America first, Mr. Trump. Keep the neocon, reocon, retread, recycled, George Bush, warmongering, genocide-loving, Elliot Abrams, John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, to the garbage can with them. Give RFK Jr. the power to tackle Big Pharma. Give Tulsi Gabbard the power to pursue at least a remotely ethical foreign policy. Clean house, clean the Augean stable of all these criminals that hunted you. This is the greatest comeback since the rumble in the jungle, since Muhammad Ali shuffled and flattened the big ugly bear George Foreman, though Kamala Harris will never make a living selling barbecue sets after this. Matter of fact, she can go back to finally working in McDonald's, where she never worked all along. She can go back to being an Indian. She can drop her kaleidoscope of accents. A Southern belle here, down with the kids in the ghetto there. She can stop pretending all the identity politics mess that she has draped herself in throughout her career and throughout this electoral campaign. This comeback of yours, Donald Trump, gives you an enormous mandate. And you can't run again. You don't need to do anything to please these special interests, these lobbyists that will now be swarming around you, as earlier they were swarming to destroy you. President Trump, you have 4 years to make America genuinely shining city on a hill. You'll be greatly helped by the mass exodus of all of those that promised they were leaving the country. Bono was going to leave life. He's going to drive a car off a cliff. Hundreds are gathering at cliff tops all over the country, waiting for him to show up and keep his promise. Tom Hanks is going to take a one-way ticket to Canada.
Oh, well, there you go. That was a load of bucks, wasn't it? I've had lots of requests from people to sponsor this, but they keep coming up with ideas. You know, really good money, but doing things. And I don't want to do anything. I just want it to be this. So any companies, I'll do it if I can just say, this is a load of bollocks, sponsored by What's It, thanks for the money, here's a donation to animal charities, and then just do the normal show. I don't want to do anything but this. And, so, yeah, sorry about that. I wish I'd never asked now. I'm having to turn down really good money because I don't want to change this. I mean, that's ridiculous. Why? Why? Well, let's stay sane. Be nice to animals. Cheers. How do I... Hold on, where's the thing to turn it off? It's gone. Oh no, it's still there. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye. And they did bleep it, and I knew they would, so I pointed when I said it. So I won. Good advice there, isn't it? From the Eagles. Take it easy. Sometimes I want to say that, just to swear. Someone sort of out there is really angry about something. I'll go, take it easy. Don't worry about it. How are you? I've got my first sort of official job tomorrow in public. It's all right. It's a voiceover for a film, so I'm by myself in a booth. Don't think it's much safer than that. It's Blazing Samurai, a cartoon version of sort of Blazing Saddles, but with cats. Here's to cats. Cheers. Oh, here's to Brewdog. Last week, I sort of accidentally invented a new form of I sort of fused sort of advertising with charity, whereby I tell the truth about a product for no money, and they, if they want, give some money to charity, and they did. Brewdog, they said thanks for the shout out, and they gave cash to a few little dog charities here and there, and it's not the end of it. I won't say anything at the moment, but they're great. They're really good. I also found out they already give a lot to charity. They're just a great company by the look of it. But there might be more to come. So I'll think of another product to do that with. And again, right, when I was doing it, you remember last week I said, oh, I've heard about these things, like the Kardashians get thousands of pounds for doing things. And I've been offered those. Now I thought I want it to be real. What the papers picked up from that was Ricky Gervais slams the Kardashians. Like a lovely, positive thing. Or I didn't slam them at all. I said they're welcome to it. I just don't. I feel that when I say I'm telling the truth about someone, I want to do that. I do things for money. There's nothing wrong with doing things for money. I even said I'd do an advert because everyone knows that. But what I don't do is pretend to tweet some up for money without telling you the truth. That's all I said. I wasn't slamming anyone. I think it worked. I think it's a great idea that I'd say things that I like, and if the company like that, then they could give a bit to charities. It's like I don't know. It's capitalism without pure greed, I guess. But I'm not saying anyone. Anyway, cheers to Brewdog. Give some more money. Give some more money to some dogs. All right, this is his question. My trouble is, I actually think it's a dog. I mean, he is a dog. He exists, but I think that this is him. Rupert, right? Rupert the dog. Where the dog? He's a fat Jack Russell. We've been through this. Right, this is his question. You've had a freak hang gliding accident, so specific, right, and lost both your arms. What a waste of time this is. I suppose that's the point, isn't it? It really is the best, honestly. Remember, I'm not getting paid for this. What's this? Alex, you often advise aspiring artists to write about what they know. Was this also your philosophy while writing music in your early years? And if not, do you think it would have benefited your musical career to do this? Yes, exactly, it would. I sort of wrote about what I knew, but when you're 18, 19, you want to be clever, don't you? So it was sort of pretentious, and I thought I was putting fucking Keats to disco. I think the big mistake that I wanted to be a pop star, I should have wanted to be a musician. And so I took that lesson, that failure, with me when I decided to do this, and I wanted to be a writer-director, not a film star, or do you know what I mean? So I think that's the lesson. But yeah, write about what you know. That doesn't mean a subject you're brilliant at. It means write about something you mean, almost. And that doesn't mean it has to be your true thoughts and feelings. It means you've got to mean it. You've got to want to do it. You've got to get something off your chest. Get something off your chest. I think that's it, particularly in comedy. If you're walking around thinking something, it's probably good. It's probably unless you're mental, and you might be a genius. You might be mental and a genius. Try it. See what happens. Irish Hugh says, who gave you the go-ahead for the speech at the Globes? NBC, their lawyers. I've heard that other presenters have like 20 writers for weeks. I turn up with a scrap of paper, and I go, I want to do this. I've done that every time. They've looked at it every time with lawyers, and they've said, yeah, that's fine. Because I've usually done the research. I usually make sure something I say is either, it would pass for satire, or it's true, or it's obviously not true. It's stupid, or it's my opinion. And I go after people's public behaviours, things that have actually happened. Things they worry about more. I don't lie about anyone or break the law, and things they worry about more is language. I think that would be the thing, which is fine. I even tell them a couple of times where I've wanted to swear when I'm going to do it, and they've got a little delay and they bleep it. Some I don't tell them, but keeps them on their toes. Don't it? I told you that the thing when I did the thing about the joke about cats when I started the world got to see James Corden as a fat p***. He was also in the movie Cats, the reviews. One said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs. Then I go on, I say, Dame Judi Dench defended the movie, saying it was the role she was born to play because she likes nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her own meat. And the little meeting before, when there was sort of like 15 people in the room, execs and lawyers, that's the thing they were about, the word minge. I was going, it's fine. And then someone looked up and went, oh, it says British term, vulgar term for... Well, of course it's a vulgar term for... What word isn't a euphemism, isn't... I said, what can I say? And the lawyer went, that's worse to say, to make it so real and medical and like I actually mean it. No, minge is funny, it's stupid, it's childish. It shows I'm just being... And they worried about that. And we went through lots of words, right, that I could say. I was going, I'm not saying that. Like worse. Like I said that they would allow quim. I'm not going to say quim. Ow, right? It's just meant to be a little playful, silly joke, right? Anyway, eventually they agreed that I could say mint. The point was that I wanted to say it unbleeped because it doesn't work as well if you have to bleep it. Because people go, what did he say? And they said, yeah, okay, we're fine. We'll run with it. And they did bleep it, and I knew they would, so I pointed when I said it. So I won. After I got home, I told Jane all about it. She went, oh, you should have said clunge. Of course I should have said clunge. Clunge is perfect, isn't it? Great. Fiona says, are you going to do a bit of mass this week? Oh, yeah, I said I'd do a bit of Bible reading, didn't I? For a laugh. I should read the bits. If I read the mad bits, I should read the good bits and sort of go, well, I sort of agree with that, because there are good bits and bad bits. And my point is, good Christians know the good bits from the bad bits, don't they? And I sort of say to them, well, if you know the good bits from the bad bits, you don't need the book. You're already good, right? So, one that comes up now and again that I think that is one of my favourite bits from the Bible is that let he amongst you who is without sin cast the first stone. People need reminding of that, particularly on Twitter. Oh my God, people are so judgmental. Oh my God, people say the wrong thing. They can say 50 brilliant things and then one thing that people go, you're out. No, he said, we agreed with 50 of them, but that one, no, you're out. Everyone's different. Everyone's a mix. Take the rough with the smooth. Most people are all right. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? A little bit of Bible. Sean Morgan says, why bother? That's the question. I'm struggling to get an answer. Now, does he mean why bother doing this? Right? Because that's obviously a reply to my, I'm doing a live broadcast, any questions? Does he mean why bother? Right? Which is a very good question. Or does he mean life in general? Which is another good question. Well, bother, you're here. Make the most of it. You know what I mean? People take the why are we here as the why should we stick around? Well, that's not the same, is it? Why are we here? We are. We're 1/1,000,000th in a long line of creatures that survived. We're here. We haven't got long. Make the most of it. Do things you like. I've never understood that. But what's the point? If you're going to eventually die and there's no afterlife, why live? Well, because it's 4 trillion to 1 chance that you are around. Make the most of it. And then go back to not existing. There's not the other choice. Yeah. I talked about this in Afterlife when Kath says, well, if there's no point, why don't you just kill yourself? You just stop now. Which is ludicrous. That's like saying, the metaphor I used was it's like watching a film that you really love and going, oh, it's going to end soon. Might as well finish it now. No point. This is all we've got. Enjoy it. It's amazing. And then you go back to not existing. Enjoy it. Chris Pilgrim says, do you regret anything you've done? Well, the quick answer is no, because it sort of doesn't make sense to. I can understand, I haven't done anything that bad. I haven't killed anyone, right? Which I'm sure if you kill someone, you probably regret it. But little things like failures or, that I always think that, do you mean if I could erase something and everything be the same? Well, maybe I'd go back and go, wish I'd have flossed more, my teeth. But all those things that you did that you think, I could have done that better, you did. Making mistakes is learning. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that I wish I'd go back and just do everything perfect first time. Well, life's not like that. All of the bad things that happened that were, why did I do that, right? They led to something good, and it wouldn't have been the same. If you like what you've got now, well, everything you did led up to that point. And anything you change, you'd be at a different point. So it doesn't really make sense. All you got to do is just keep trying and keep getting better. As I said before, if you're always trying, you can't fail. Because if someone says you failed, you go, I haven't finished yet. Life is learning. Mistakes are valuable. Ricky Rampage says, Angels with Dirty Faces is a top film suggestion of yours. Thanks for recommending it. Are there any other films, series you can name which have positively encouraged or influenced any of your writings in the past? Loads. That was, I think, a website, IMDb or Oscars or something, tweeted, what's the best ending, without spoilers, the best ending to a movie? And I said, Angels with Dirty Faces. In fact, I used a bit of the ending in The Office and sort of disguised it a little bit. I can't tell you about it because it'll ruin what I did and what the ending is. But anyway, it's an amazing film. It's an amazing film. It's about morality and luck and the hand you're dealt and what you do with it. It's an incredible film. Others, yeah, loads of films. The Apartment had an effect on my work and writing. The ending of that, where it doesn't end in a kiss and a wedding and they lived happily ever after, when she just says, shut up and deal. I've always tried to do something like that. Like in Ghost Town, when she said, it hurts when I smile, or Invention of Lying, I want fat little snub-nosed kids, I'm your man, or whatever. You know, I've always tried to do it like a bit of hope as opposed to, and they all lived happily ever after. So that was a big influence. But so many. I've talked about a couple of albums as well in lockdown that have become the albums of lockdown. And they weren't released during lockdown, but I sort of either rediscovered them or played them more than any other thing. There's two albums. This, Sufjan Stevens, Carrie and Lowell. Every track is great, interesting, beautiful. It's just a perfect album. And I used one of the tracks on Afterlife 2, The Only Thing, the end of Afterlife 2. And this one, Buckingham Nicks. So, I mean, don't even bother trying to get hold of that. It's nearly impossible. Jane got this on an import from Europe. It's really expensive, and I just, there's not many of them, but you can listen to it on YouTube. Or try, but be warned, it's rare. But yeah, well, look, I could recommend these. I'm always eating these. And they're vegan protein crisps, and I do it instead of snacking. This is why I'm so ripped. This is why I look fantastic. No, they're really good. So you get like a nice big hit of protein, like 8 grams for 150 calories. You compare that to normal, and they're as tasty as normal. They are, look. So I haven't been paid to do this. They don't even know I'm going to make some. They don't even know I buy them, this company. I don't even know what the company's called. But if anyone from this company is listening, give some money to a dog charity. Is it called UFit? Is that the company? UFit Crunchers, popped protein chips. Oh, they might be American. That doesn't matter, does it? What I meant is I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Look, if you own this company, this is a free advert, right? Give some money to charity or not. Either way, they're brilliant. Thanks, everyone. So, cheers, everyone. Tatty bye. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye.